We're live, we're live.
We're live.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to our Sunday show. Sorry we're a little bit late.
Sorry, I've been rushing around. I just sat down and went, I don't feel very ready. Then I was like, oh, hello.
Right, let's just get into the chat. Say a quick hello. I did just pop in a minute ago. Business Wolf was first in today. Then we've got Twin Red Dragons, Chelsea, Diana. Hi guys. Dr. Doodle Doo. 0121. Stephen. Maria. Oh, he's done it. He's jumped.
Darren. Jason, David.
I need to say shout out to Darren.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it's been mentioned in the video yet or not, but we were down his area, down in Essex the other day, and bizarrely, Darren was up here in Stevenage in one of our locals. What are the chances of that? Yeah, I think he did better up here than we did down there.
He did. It's a much better charity shop.
Oh, I did talk about that. It's in the video. You may have seen it. If not, check it out, because we picked up a really cool item, which was filling up the office, but it's now in the shed, which was a massive, like this big red-nosed day nose.
Yeah, that lights up.
It lights up, yeah. So anyway, who else we got in there? Jason's in there, David Morse, Southwest Sellers, Falling on a Bruise says, what does that say? Missed, hang on, let me move this chat. Missed the last few chats, so nice to get him in here at the right time. Fantastic, yeah, welcome. Tactical Bite, Exit to Red.
Reselling Samantha, whoever you just said that.
No.
T.S. Davis, Zahir's in. Hi, Zahir. Kirsten, hi Kirsten. And Phoebe, hi Phoebe. Oh, apparently Phoebe was with Darren.
Yeah.
Stevenage as well.
Yeah. Two of them invading our patch. What's that about? Not on.
I got some nice items in there today, though. Nice clothing items.
We were in there today, yeah. Did quite well. The place was crawling with resellers. Well, my sister, who's now a reseller, walked in and bumped into us in there. And yeah, lots of others picking up lots of stuff. We're basically going to do a kind of loose haul. We've got a few bits and bobs. We didn't go boot sailing today because we were going to a jumble sale.
Yeah, I got the right date, just the wrong year.
Right, we can work out how we'd managed to screw this up again. I just figured it out. On my desk is the 2017 dates. On Andrew's desk is the 2016 dates, which were put into Andrea's phone for this year. So
yeah, sorry.
So we didn't bother going boot sailing. I was a bit rough this morning. We were out with friends last night, and I went on the bourbon with a friend, and I would have got up if I thought that was my only choice for sourcing today, but we didn't go boot sailing because we were going to this jumble.
Although I got up early to take Ellen to ballet, and it was chocolate down the rain at that point. So
was it?
So yeah,
they may not have been good anyway.
No.
But so we went to this jumble. It wasn't on because we were going on last year's dates. Can't believe we did that. But we did a little bit of charity shopping.
It was kind of efficient, but not properly.
Yeah, you put a date in your phone.
Read the year.
So we didn't forget, but we had to be time travelers to actually get to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I had an epic pickup, which I haven't done the video for, earlier in the week. I met a lady at a car boot sale. I bought a couple of professional spray guns off her, got chatting with her, we exchanged numbers, and I ended up going around her house and buying a mountain bike and a car full of tools. So that was pretty epic. I'm not going to share those in this video. They're really bulky, really heavy, so it's not going to work out. So I'll do a separate video for that. Apart from that, we've got loads of other junk to share. Oh, what's that buzzing? Don't know. Right. Okay, so where do we want to start?
I don't know. I'll let you start.
Let me start. Okay. Oh, these I shared. I picked these up over near Chelmsford. This was in a little out-of-town charity shop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That you spotted. I did briefly share these in that video. They're really cool Converse with these cartoon characters on. We paid oh no, that's the size. They're my size 10, but they cost £8. I'm not going to keep them. I really don't think they're me.
No, they're not for you.
I do wear Converse, but and I had a message. Did I tell you I had a message from somebody who sold this pattern for $59.99?
Yeah.
They said. So that's promising. So nice find there. Yesterday we picked up a few bits. We picked up this. This isn't to resell. We could make a bit on it, but it's not great. It's just a Philips Blu-ray and DVD player. But we watch Blu-rays. We have a collection of Blu-rays, but we use an old PS3 for that. We don't really use it to game anymore.
No, the only thing we ever used to use it for, well, we used to use it for like Buzz and
SingStar.
That was it.
But we haven't used it probably for over a year.
Really serious gamers.
yeah, not anymore. So I want to sell that on because that's worth an awful lot more than the Blu-ray player and the games and all other bits and bobs we've got. So I picked this up for £8, as you can see, and now I'm going to sell on. We've still got the box for the PS3 and all of the accessories and games. So we're going to sell all that on, probably get pushing £100 out of it. So that's what that was for.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the usual if I hand you Tat?
Indeed.
Let me just nip it in
this
the chat.
Isn't something you're going to show, is it? I'm going to cover it up.
No. So here saying, hi folks, looking forward to the chat. Thanks, mate. Oh, he's talking about his coffee machine.
Yeah.
He's talking about his coffee machine in my chat as well. He's obsessed, that man. If you've not seen it, Zahir's picked up this epic, like, industrial coffee machine, which is cool. I don't drink coffee. You like a coffee, don't you?
Yeah, I like coffee.
Well, when we pop up to visit, you'll be able to indulge in Z's coffee prowess.
He's got his latte art skills down by that point.
You know what?
Latte art.
Oh, is that where you put
like
chocolate
a pattern,
dust on it?
like a pattern on the top with the using the don't know. He'll tell you, but like the cream or milk or something, and you know, like Stefan Michalak does with his.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get that level of service out of the. Right. Oh, Steve Green's in there. Hi, Steve. Right. If you do have any questions or any topics you want us to touch on.
Here said his latte art sucks.
His latte art sucks. Oh, you'll have to brush up. She's expecting something fancy.
Yeah, you've got a while. You've got a while to learn.
Haggis Hunter's in. Greetings from the sun-drenched tropical land of Scotland. Different? Nice.
Indeed.
Sounds
Usually
like that.
there's some awful weather there.
Yeah. Excellent. Oh, Lonnie's in as well.
Where's Monty this evening? He's in the living room with Ellen.
Yeah, not taking him out yet today. Hi, Andrea. Do you want to answer that question before we share more stuff?
Can I just ask how you post shoes? Do you always use a box or just bubble wrap and postal bag? We use a box if they're more expensive. So if it's a nicer pair of shoes, I don't want any shoes to get damaged really, but if it's a nicer pair of shoes and people expect them to come a bit more protected, then I use a box. Otherwise, you just either double bag them and then put them in a poly mailer, or bubble wrap them and put them in a poly mailer.
Yeah.
If it's just Converse or something like that, then just probably double bag them. If
they're like, I tend to do the packaging, but this is how we do it. But also, if they're like suede or patent leather or something that can get scuffed up, I will bubble wrap and double bag them. Yeah. Individually bag them and then poly bag them. So yeah, that's what we do. Cool. So when I picked up that Blu-ray player, which is going to free up our PS3 to sell on because we never use it, I also grabbed this, which was rather nice. This is a Panasonic. It is a DMR EX83 recorder. Really, really nice thing. Importantly, with remote, with manual. And it does all sorts. It does, well, the whole recording thing, and it does. It's got, what was it I had? Oh, Freeview. Yeah. The whole works. I paid, you might be able to see the sticker, a princely sum of £6, and this is a comfortable 70 to 100. With the remote and that, I'll probably just price it at around about 100 and wait. Yeah, I was amazed that was sat there. And we popped in there at the end of a busy Saturday. This was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. So I don't know if it had just gone out. I doubt it. It might have done, but it was just sat there along with that other one. Yeah. And at the same time, I picked up quite a random thing. And I'll put that one on the floor over there somewhere. They also had this, and I wasn't quite sure what it was, but I was intrigued. Anyone recognise what this might be? Yeah, you'll be able to read it there anyway. This is a Pro Shiatsu massager. You plug it in, and it's got like under there. It's got two balls that rotate with a little furry pouch on its balls. And let me whip the pouch off. There you go. These rotate, and you're supposed to like sit on it and lean back, and this gives you like a deep massage. Tried it earlier. Wasn't that impressed, to be honest. And yeah, for whatever reason, you've got a furry ball cover. So yeah, I paid $3 on it. I did look it up. £25 people have achieved. I saw there was 20 or 30 of this exact one that had finished that I managed to find. People had listed them on auction. They've been ending as low as $5.
Are you sure that's a massager?
Nick's showing off his furry balls. I'm off. I've scared Darren off. He's had enough. Yeah, I was surprised. People on Buy It Now had got 20, 25. On auction, these have been ending as low as £5, £5–6. So clearly not something that the auction technique works on. So I'm going to put it on at 25 with shipping. Wait to get a buyer. But yeah, it's got the instructions and its furry ball cover. So I think
doesn't look like it's had much use.
No. It's probably one of those things you buy, use once, realise it's not all that great, put it in the cupboard. Probably. Put it in the garage. Right, pass that to my capable assistant. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Caroline, isn't it? Yeah, you did say. Hi Caroline, how are you? Did I miss the weather report? Yeah, you did miss the weather report. Said it was lovely in Scotland today. Zahir's got a question for me. He says, laugh out loud, Nick buying more electricals. Question, how long will it take to test them? Not very long when I get round to it. I need to have another session. There's a couple of shelves full of it down there, and I bought more.
Yeah, you have to have a day of it.
Yeah. We went in the loft today as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually pulled out, well, Nick pulled out all the
you don't go in the loft. You've never been through the hole, have you?
I have. We've been up there.
Oh,
I've been up there sorting stuff out with you.
Don't remember that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we found all of the old bags of adult clothing that we had from the
I think it's all of them. There may be more.
Yeah. Well, we thought there was going to be more. There was only a few, really.
I can't get to the far corner of the loft because there's all of the sports stuff in the way, so there might be more.
Okay.
But we brought down, what, 6 bags?
Yeah. Which was less than I thought it was going to be. 6
big black bin bags of clothing from when we did clothing a couple of years back, which you sorted through.
So what I've sorted through a load to sell at the boot sale. So I'm going to try like £2 or £3 an item at a boot sale, and a load that are worth sort of ironing and trying to sell.
Yeah, but it's all pretty good stuff. I mean, it's obviously stuff we bought to resell in the past.
There was a lot of new look, which I wouldn't pick up now.
You're not doing that anymore?
No. Yeah, so I'm going to try and just get our money back and maybe make a little bit of profit on it at the boot sale. And if it doesn't sell at the boot sale, then I'll probably choose the bits that are worth ironing and go for it.
Yeah, ironing is your nemesis right now.
So much ironing.
We have an ironing pile taller than me.
I spent a whole day ironing on Monday, and I reckon I'm going to have to try again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we should take Caroline's route and just pay someone to break the back of it.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
Yeah. You had a question from Reselling Samantha there.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Have I picked up any clothes recently? Yes.
Barely a day goes past.
No, that's not true.
We picked up some today.
Yeah, today and yesterday. I haven't been sourcing during the week though.
No, I did.
I know you did.
I filled up the office. I've tidied the office again. You wouldn't believe it. You can see the bike there from that pickup. But there were tools all over the floor. It's now all under the desk.
Yeah.
And elsewhere.
Yeah, Nick still likes to have a moan at me every time I buy anything.
It's my default setting.
Hypocritical, really, honestly.
Everyone knows what I'm like. I'm a hypocrite. It's, you know, I can live with that. Right, let's read a little bit more in the chat before we share some more. Oh, blimey. Jumped again. Caroline says, are you sure that's a massager? It's what it says on it.
That's what I read out earlier.
Oh, did you?
Keep up.
Sorry. Nick, you are wearing US Air Force stripes. Your rank is technical sergeant.
Oh.
Sounds about right. Technical sergeant. I can live with that. I never quite got to sergeant level in the police force. Didn't make it past constable before I left. Yeah. Right. Oh, Sue's in there. Hi, Sue, and Ian Hawkins.
A question about FBA.
Can I quickly do that?
Yep.
Laura, question. I tried to prepare my first FBA, but some toys I wanted to send are restricted. Is there a way of finding out what I can sell on FBA apart from scanning the item so I know what to look for? The only way I know is to scan it either on the app, it will tell you it's restricted, or on the website. I don't know that there's a page you can go to find out what or why stuff is restricted. I don't know.
But when we were scanning books yesterday, I came across a couple that were restricted.
Books? Ah.
They were kind of like health type ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. I think some of it is because the companies themselves restrict it. But then when you go into some restricted items, it's frustrating because there's other resellers selling them used and new. I don't know, is the quick answer.
Yeah.
You just touched on yesterday. Do you want to explain what we did yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday we went to a book sale. I was going to say book fair, but it wasn't. It was a book sale. It was at the same place that we go to that big jumble sale. And they had it advertised. We thought it was going to be crazy, so we got there an hour early.
We made a vlog, actually, and we had an hour to kill. So we were just prattling around with making videos in the village green, weren't we?
So you got a vlog to come on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really sedate.
Well, we sat by the door where normally there's a queue for the jumbo. There's a queue of 100 people, not a word of a lie. It's ridiculous. We sat there on our own, and then another couple of resellers came up, sat next to us, and we had a chat.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
And then it was just the four of us wandered in at 10 o'clock.
Well, the door was open, and we were sat there, and suddenly the bloke goes, I'm going to try the door, and it was open, and we wandered in.
Yeah, they did all look at us a bit like, oh, are you supposed to be coming in? But I
think it was like a minute too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we weren't really ready, but we went in
anyway. We'll upload that video probably tomorrow, and you can have a look. But we bought a load of books. Oh, well, you found...
Oh, yeah, these are really good. It's... I don't know if they're worth anything, but they were just brilliant to buy. They're knitting patterns, sort of vintage ones. Let's see. This one is brilliant. Does anyone remember Crossroads Motel? You can see a couple that used to run the Crossroads Motel, and
the pictures are hilarious.
Better known as Nora Batty.
Was she in Crossroads as well then?
She was in Crossroads.
Oh.
But I was really disappointed because Benny isn't in there with his hat. But yeah, just really vintage 80s cardigans and jumpers. Look at that. That's something quite special.
He's even rocking a sleeveless number there.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So yeah.
And then these ones which are really very vintage.
What's that, 60s? Well, it says 6D, so it predates 1971 where the decimalisation came in.
Yeah, this sort of thing.
So we got about...
These are brilliant. We're 80s patterns as well.
You're getting a bit glare on it. That's better. There you go.
Yeah.
Check that out.
No, look at that.
Now, you're not a knitter, are you? So we're not going to attempt any of these.
No, we're not, but I thought Beck might be interested in
them. Beck, if you want to try any of these, we'll bring them up.
These are fabulous. Sort of 60s, 70s.
So how it worked, we had a couple of piles going on. I'll quickly run through a few of the books we got in a minute. We weren't sure on pricing. They had little leaflets, not leaflets, little posters up on the wall that said paperbacks from 50p, hardbacks, £1 to £2 for larger ones, and then I'm not sure how they worded it, but other ones sure. £4 and upwards.
Yeah, it just said hardbacks, didn't it? There weren't any prices for paperbacks.
So we got together a lot. We scanned for a good hour or so, got together a load of stuff, and another pile about the same size of paperbacks and bits, and went up. And then she just said for the whole lot, "Oh, £12." £12. And we had about what? 15, 20 books.
Yeah, I had loads.
And we were like, oh, okay. And then we found this, and Andrew came over and said, oh, what about all of your patterns? And she went, 50p. So we added that on, and then when we came back, they didn't even charge us the extra 50p.
Yeah, then we came back with another stack about this much. And
Well,
and you looked at it and you said, oh.
I got all of those CDs, a lot of which are brand new stuff. A load of it was promo, the regular retail copy, but with little Sony promo labels on, so brand new that a dealer had had, or a rep rather. I got all of that for £8, and all this for 12, so it was like £20 all in. And this sealed Excel 2013 for dummies, if we can flog it at going rate on Amazon, is about £23 before fees. So that's most of our money back for everything.
Yeah, I was quite excited when I scanned that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a good one. Do you remember, did it have a good rank on it, or reasonable?
It did.
Happy days. So that should cover our investment, hopefully, near enough. And then this sort of thing, this is really nice. Big, thick, chunky, double volume of about painting. What great paintings say. This sort of, with FBA books, I'm finding anyway, it's the special interest, it's your non-fiction, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But they weigh a ton. They
do, and that's the downside of it, isn't it? How much they weigh.
It's history. This is Pugin, an architect, very famous architect.
That's one that I found.
What's that, cookbook?
Yeah.
Morrow,
the cookbook.
So yeah, lots of cool stuff. The more obscure, the better. This is like an anime sort of book, isn't it?
They had a few, but that was the only one that was really worth doing.
Okay. So yeah, we had.
That was, I don't know, just like the cover.
Becoming a successful illustrator. So lots and lots of books that we're going to send in. Great big volume about herbs.
Yeah. And this one came up quite high, didn't it?
Mitch Tonk's Fish Easy. Yeah. So yeah, all sorts. This one was a bit of a fail. I picked up a few art books, and this one, it didn't have a barcode, so I used the picture scan bit, and it came up with a few different volumes, but they were all good money. But this is the German print edition. Everything's in German.
Yeah.
So
that is the trouble. If you use the picture to scan, then it brings up all kinds of different volumes of it, and you have to be sure what volume you've got because they come up in different prices. So
that's probably a fail. Lovely thing, but I might still stick it on if there's a version in German on Amazon, because anyway, lots of stuff. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love Irving Penn.
Irving Penn, a photographer. It's a little bit water damaged. We found one really nice book, didn't we? And it was worth about 40 quid on Amazon. When I went to pay, I realised the corner had all been water damaged. This one's a little bit, but it's okay. I can describe that. And we even found, this was over near where I used to live, we even found the, this is quite rare. It's a book all about the history of Datchworth, which is the village I grew up in. Yeah. And I reckon I'll get 25, 30 quid back on that. So yeah, and this, quickly, sorry to bore you all with books. We do love our books. We can't help it. This is just gorgeous. This is Verve, The Sound of America. Massive thing. Weighs about 3 or 4 kilos. And it's the history of Verve Records by the look of it.
Yeah.
So that is just beautiful. So yeah, and loads more books. So that was the book. I keep wanting to say book show.
I keep wanting to say book fair, but it wasn't a book fair.
Whatever it was.
No.
Right, do you want to dip in the chat while I stuff?
You can do.
I can quickly show that.
I'm having to lean over, so sorry that is extreme close up.
Oh crap.
I don't know where we've left off. Actually.
Quickly while I'm here, this was the pile of CDs I got from that book fair. What was it?
Book sale.
Book sale. £8 the lot, and a large percentage is brand new, so they are epic.
Actually, I'm going to ask you to do that because I can't lean over and I can't find where we got.
And they also had loads of DVDs, most of which were absolute rubbish. They had 2 Wii games there, which I grabbed because all their DVDs were 50p, and they classed those as DVDs. But it's Battalion Wars 2, which holds no real value anymore. Neither does Call of Duty World at War. So they were barely worth that. They'll sell, but only for like 3 or 4 quid if I'm lucky. So that's that.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't find where we went back to. So.
Exit to Ed. Question: Nick, are your arms insured as they are the tools of your trade? No, my arms are rubbish. I know I've said this before, but I have terrible tendonitis. I get chronic arm pain.
I thought my arms were going to ache today, actually, from all that carrying those books around yesterday.
Yeah. Graham Nichols, looks like Nick is sneaking a vodka there. What, a pint?
Kind of vodka.
I drink vodka by the pint. I have issues.
Yeah. I got fizzy water.
No, I'm not on the vodka. We're trying to cut down on drinking, seriously. Apart from last night,
Yeah.
when I had quite a lot. But yeah, we need to slow it down on the booze.
I don't know, you need to go back a bit further.
Caroline says, so worth it, the ironing lady.
Yeah.
I've looked into a couple of local people that do that sort of service.
Yeah.
There's some that come and do it at your house. We would ideally want them to take it all away and do it elsewhere. Really, I don't know. It just would feel weird having someone here ironing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would actually.
So yeah, we're looking into it. Where do you want me to scroll back
Oh
to?
no, there we are. That's where we were.
Are good?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So buy one of those steamer things.
I've got a steamer.
Says Joan Glenn. Yeah, but you don't reckon it's any quicker, do you?
Ish. It's definitely more efficient. But I really don't like. I don't think it works very well when you hang stuff on it and you steam it. If it wasn't very creased, it'd be fine. If it was just like, been in a drawer or something, you wanted to get a few light creases out. But if it's really creased, then you need to lay it flat and use it.
I think also you're a perfectionist.
I am.
So you take like
I know.
forever to do one
I take
thing.
forever to do anything really.
I'm not allowed to say that, but yeah.
I do. I drive you mad of my listing because I'm so perfectionist with it.
But it's a real issue though, isn't it?
I can't help it.
Perfectionism isn't helpful. Right, what does Jay say there? I found an Ivanka Trump coat at the car. Oh, as in Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Is that going to be Ivana?
No, I don't know. Is that his daughter, Ivanka?
Don't ask me. Anyway, found one at the boot sale. Hoping it will sell before summer. Cool. Kay, when were you in the police? Did you arrest many people? I was in the police in 2001. I arrested a few people, but I didn't stay in long because I hated it.
End of story.
Yeah. I nicked a poor old man who was trying to nick a woman's coat out of Marks and Spencer's.
Oh, I remember that story.
It was his wife's birthday.
Yeah.
And he wanted to buy her a coat that he couldn't afford. So he wore it. He wore a woman's coat and tried to walk out. And it was my job to nick the poor chap. Sad times. Let me put this light on. Okay, right. Shall we share some more?
What is the obsession with selling North stock cubes on eBay?
I am trying to clear what I've got left of those. I bought a massive lot of them out of an Asda. I sold a few for fairly decent profit, but they just weren't shifting, and they're right on their sell by date now. So I'm just clearing what I've got left. If anyone wants a load, let me know.
Yeah. We're using the vegetable ones, aren't we?
Yeah, what I've got left, I think I'm probably just going to give away to family because I won't be able to sell them by the end of the month. Yeah, that was a bit of a failed exercise. The North stock cubes.
The Business Wolf says Crossroads still has a cult following, might be worth £10 at least. It's worth looking into. I haven't actually looked up a price for it yet. We didn't even realise it was until we got home last night, did we? And then we were like, oh, this is Crossroads.
Yeah, we just grabbed the whole bundle.
I think it's because you saw Nora Batty when you opened it. And I went,
yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Well, I've never watched Crossroads. I didn't make the connection.
Yeah.
Just reading what Elmo says. Nick thinks Andrea will be getting you a jumper made from those books. Well, neither of us knit.
No,
So.
I don't knit. My nan did try to teach me, and I can basically knit, but I'm not a knitter. Not at all, really. My nan used to knit me jumpers like that, though, in the 80s.
I had some. My nan did.
I had one very similar to this. I think my mum or my nan.
Wow, check
knitted.
that out. Is that for real?
It's quite a skill.
What, looking that hideous?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Someone's just said clothes in the 80s were so cool. I beg to differ. Check her out.
Yeah. What was it you were saying about the airbrushing?
Photoshopping back in the 60s. Look. What's that all about? Anyway,
Yeah, we'll digress.
So we'll probably end up bundling a load of those
Yeah.
as well, won't we? In kind of era bundles,
Yeah,
I would
we'll
imagine.
do that.
Right,
Got
let's
some
crack on.
kids'
We'll
ones
be
in
here
as well.
all day otherwise. While we were in the loft, I grabbed a box of, this was actually from the mega haul I had last year. This isn't the sports clothing haul, which is all still up there from about 2 years ago. As part of that mega haul, I had a load of Altura cycling hats, which sold really, really well.
Yeah, they're still selling.
No, they're all gone.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they finished about a month ago.
Shows how much attention I pay.
But there was a box full of these Altura, these probably won't show very well. They're shorts, high-end cycling shorts. I looked into them briefly before starting this. Should get an easy £15 each.
Cool.
Now, we paid less than £1 each on these as part of that haul.
Yeah.
And there's 31 pairs. They're all brand new and bagged. So with shipping on top, I'm going to get about 465 back on that box that cost us less than 30 quid the box. So yeah, and they've just been
sitting
up.
Are they all XL? Or are
They're all the same XL size, which I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I suppose you can try and look up the brand and see. You can find what XL amounts to.
I think they've got measurements on the tags. I don't know if XL is a good size for cycling gear.
Yeah, don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But we'll find out. But they owe us so little. I was quite amazed with that. Last week I shared a Jamie video. Couldn't resist this. It was 50p. There's a few sellers trying to get 15 to 20 quid on that, but none have sold. But I'm thinking I'll pair that up with the video if I don't send the video into Amazon.
Yeah.
So
1979.
Just to put the theme tune back in everyone's head. Jamie. It's really cool. It's not been cut. The old price is still on it.
£1.50.
£1.50. It's not been drawn in. It's just so nice. 1979. So there was that.
Yeah.
I picked up a box of Duplo in a charity shop for a £5. It's not great actually. It's not complete. I did check it, missing a few bits, but I do have a little bag of animals and stuff that I got for 50p that is currently listed, but it's not had any interest. So I'll probably chuck the animals in with that and make that more desirable.
I relisted that the other day. Was I not supposed to?
No, it's fine. I'll just cancel it and add it to these. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and then shoot for 2025. So that's those.
This is cool.
This is one I've not had. This is a board game of, let us know if you remember this, Dale Winton's Supermarket Sweep. Was this before his obsession with spray tan? Look.
Yeah. If you're around our age, then you remember it from sort of university days. I used to watch it in the morning, eat it at breakfast.
Yeah, that's so cheesy.
Yeah.
It's not bad really. On eBay, £25 seems the top end of what they've been selling for. There is a listing on Amazon, but it's got a ridiculously high rank. I couldn't get any sales history on it. But the cheapest on there is 40. So it might be.
Well, Fake Rachel had one.
Where did she sell it?
On Amazon.
Ah, probably a Christmas idea for Amazon. I might just sit on that for a while and turn it in. Not checked it yet. I knew you were going to say that. Also, charity shop. Got this little guy. I had to fish his eyes out. He was like this when I bought him. His eyes get lost. It's like Monty. His eyes get lost in the fur. Look, I can't get him out now. Yeah, he was in the 50p rummage box. He's got that tag, but he should have another tag as well with like the branding on. But yeah, it's about a tenner in him. Pretty cool. He's called a Posh Paws character.
Oh yeah, they do sort of Disney stuff as well.
Oh right.
He is Disney.
This is Disney now, but this predates when Disney had it, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so he was nice. Yeah. And on the Star Wars theme, you can see the stickers on these. They're not branded as Nerf, but they take the Nerf bullets, and I've sold these as Nerf guns in the past, but they're the Star Wars branded ones. I managed to find.
You were giving it to
Yeah, I
me.
was. I managed to find. What have we got? 1, 2, 3.
I haven't got 3 hands.
4. What sort of assistant are you? This one's different. This one is. They're from different characters. That's Cad Bane, his gun. This one is Captain Rex. And they're all new, but the packaging has been like mullered. Particularly that one. But yeah, they're pretty good. I don't know what I'll get back. I'll probably bundle them up, do little bundles.
So is this the day that you bumped into Natalie that we met at the boot sale?
Yeah, I was buying these at the time. Yeah, bumped into Natalie, who may be in the chat again tonight. Again, in the same charity shop.
There's a question from Sue. Do you work on Windows 10, Nick? We don't. We use Macs.
We use Mac only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did she say then? Or anyone else who does use it, any chance, please, to do a tutorial on how to film and upload screenshot video to YouTube? During my head in trying to do one. We just go through YouTube and set up an event, like a hangout.
Well, you do. Yeah, I don't like that because you've got to do it in one take, and I'm not very good at that. So yeah.
Just a lot easier. There's a question. Exit to Ed. What do you think of the recent type of resellers called hipster resellers? What? And do you consider yourself hipster resellers? I've got a beard.
To be honest, I've never heard that term. Never. I hear side hustle quite a lot.
Side hustle. That winds you up, doesn't it?
Mine's Carolina. Yeah, but I've not heard hipster reseller.
What qualifies as a hipster reseller? I don't know.
Does it mean that reselling is cool? If it means that reselling is cool, and
of course it's cool.
People want to do it as a side hustle because it's cool, then I'm quite happy with that. But I've never been cool, so no.
Maybe we are cool. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Manchester is full of hipster resellers. Well, I know there's a whole trendy thing for second-hand, little boutiques and stuff, isn't there? If you got Camden, it's full of hipster resellers up there. I can see that sort of, yeah.
So what did someone explain? What do hipster resellers do? What makes them hipster resellers? Is it
they just have an oversized beard?
Because they sell more trendy things or things that are, is it sort of vintage? Is it?
Well, there's a hipster resellery shop actually in town, isn't there? That one that sells Browns or something.
Yeah, Jolly Brown.
Yeah.
But that's been going for years. I mean, before hipster was even a thing. Yeah, there's a guy that sort of has a pop-up shop in Hitchin. He does lots of like vintage Levi's stuff and denim and all that kind of stuff. He's a bit hipster. Maybe that's what it is.
Exit Dresser says hipster resellers always scan books and vinyls.
Oh.
Ellen bought another vinyl LP yesterday. What did she buy?
Yeah, she bought Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco,
album.
their first album, for £22. Amazing me what they go for.
Well, she went in there to get the new Paramore album, but they didn't have it.
No. Right.
And then she said, I feel really hipster because she was carrying her vinyl. She had a pair of Converse on, an oversized denim jacket. She was like, oh, I feel so hipster.
Yeah, we're not cool, but we have quite a cool daughter.
Yeah.
Right. The chat just, oh my God, we're so far behind. Okay, we'll catch up in the chat and then we'll share some more.
Yeah, Banker is Donald Trump's daughter. I thought so.
Quickly, are you VAT registered? Not anymore. We deregistered a while back. We were VAT registered for years when we had our gaming shop. It's a pain in the neck.
We're currently under the threshold.
We're currently trying to stay under the threshold. Yeah, we'll leave it there.
I don't know how long that will last.
176 watching. Do we? Oh, 185 viewers. Wow. Welcome. If you just joined us, we are doing a kind of very loose haul, which we'll carry on with in a minute if we've got stuff left. Oh, we do have some stuff left. But yeah, if you've got questions or anything, pop them in the chat. Swamp Picker says, hello, Hills. Hi, Swamp. We should get Swamp Picker on.
Yeah,
I've been invited onto a chat that Lonnie's doing. I'm not sure if Swamp Picker's involved in that. They're going to do a regular, like, have a beer and have a hangout thing. but for me, it's going to be about 2 in the morning.
Oh.
But I said I'd try and join in, maybe as a.
Well, you stay up quite late
I know.
anyway, so.
I might just be a drop-in kind of member of the group once every month or so.
Well, you know, just sleep in the morning.
Oh, they're talking about eBay has announced they're going to become a UK-based company and therefore have to charge VAT on their fees because it's a service. So we will all incur 20% more on all of our eBay fees. Nothing we can do about it. It's got to factor it in.
The good thing about VAT is that you can claim it back.
Only if you're VAT registered.
Exactly. The bad thing about VAT, I mean, when we had the shop, it was just, I kind of begrudged it, you know, like just giving like 20% of every sale away. It just.
Well, only of your profit.
Yeah, I know, but it just.
Well, it was a headache for us because we ran 2 schemes. We were on global accounting and basic rate, and
we'd have to do that. If
complicated.
We were VAT registered now, wouldn't we?
Possibly. Anyway, I will not going to talk about VAT. I don't know enough to give any expert advice. Right. It was a bloody Saturday here. Me and Lonnie got into a hat war. Were you fighting over stock with Lonnie? Yeah, see, they're in the same sort of region around Baton Rouge and that where we drove through your area.
We've been to Baton Rouge.
And we loved it through there. Really nice. We stayed in New Orleans just outside, didn't we? Met some alligators.
Well, we didn't meet them. we saw some from afar.
Too close for my comfort. Right. What is Supermarket Sweep?
Oh, you're too young.
It was a really, really cheesy.
It was a fantastic show.
TV
Basically, it was a game show where 2 people were just. I don't know. They'd
get clues and they'd run around the supermarket to try and find things.
Yeah. I can't exactly remember.
Up against the time, and then the winning team got to run around the store and fill their
That's
trolley.
What I remember, the end bit when they got to run around and fill their trolley and buy as much food as.
It's on Challenge TV channel. I don't know if we get Challenge TV. Oh, that's how far behind we are. Chewbacca is awesome. Okay, let me catch up. It's really hard to whiz past all these comments and questions, but
it keeps zooming by.
It just jumps again.
Oh, side hustle is a hipster term.
What does Darren say there quickly? Nothing cooler than standing in a field at 5 AM freezing your bits off. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we had a question from Louise, or it might have been somebody else, about getting pen off My Little Ponies. Can you get pen off? Depends if it soaks in, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the material they're made of is quite porous, and quite often there's nothing you can do. If it hasn't sunk in, then nail varnish remover is probably the best thing that you can use. Yeah, I've got some marks off with nail varnish remover, but yeah, if it has sunk in, then not a lot you can do at all, really.
Yeah. I don't know, giving toys to children. Why give toys to children? They only ruin them. Shouldn't be allowed. Gary's got a really nice comment there. He says, Nick, I thought the 3-way with Zahir and Ben, that sounds wrong. The chat with Zahir and Ben in the week was one of the best YouTube videos I've seen in a while. Really showed how the live link works with some preparation. Hope to see Ben again. Well, as I said to Ben in that chat, thanks for the message, by the way. We'll try and get him back on in a month or so and see how he's getting on. Now he's putting more time into his reselling because he's gone part-time.
Yeah, and you can follow him on Instagram as well because he shares quite a lot on Instagram.
Yeah, I've still not been on Instagram. Oh, Bagpuss is still in the background. Is
so
he?
while we're talking loosely about
Bagpuss, behind your head now. So someone's just mentioned him.
While we're talking loosely about hipster reselling, shall I show my vintage clothing that I bought this week?
Yes.
I've only just picked out. I haven't looked up prices of it all.
Let me grab the whole bit.
Yeah. But I just pulled out a few interesting bits to show you.
You've got loads more than this. You should have grabbed more.
I don't think it was all vintage.
Oh, okay.
These are the vintage bits that I got.
And then you talk about this one. I'll show the label and stuff.
Yeah, I paid £2.50 for that one.
Has this got a branding in it? I couldn't see a label. I can't show that either. £2.50.
Yeah, it has got a label. I had to search for it. It's here. It is, I don't know how you pronounce it actually. Kitty, it's because you've got the light on. Kitty, oh no, where is it? Kitty Wake, Kitty Wacker, I'm not sure.
Kitty Wake is a bird, so that's probably what it is.
Kitty Wake, okay. Bit blurred, but it says made in the UK. It's very sort of, it feels very tacky polyester, and
what do you reckon, 80s?
loud and proud, I think.
That 80s?
I'm thinking 80s. That says 80s to me.
I'm not sure if that's fugly or gorgeous. I'm on the fence for once.
This one is horrendous.
This is proper fugly.
Absolutely horrendous.
Right, hold on to your hats.
Piece.
That's the jacket.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shut the blinds. We've got people walking past and they're staring in. There's a bloke over the road.
I wonder what on earth.
Bloke over the road opposite. He comes out and has a cigarette on his porch. He was just standing there watching us, like wafting clothes around.
Yeah, he thinks we're odd to start with.
Yeah, so that's the
it's
jacket.
a two-piece, sort of a pencil skirt and a jacket. Oh, it's more like a blouse, really, sort of blouse type jacket.
It's really lightweight. I wouldn't call it a jacket.
It is a Lexon. Let's see. There we go. A Lexon.
Yep.
And it's hideous, but I paid £6.50 for it, so I'm hoping I'm going to get a good profit on it.
I know. I was surprised you went.
I went on
that.
a hunch, really, with this one, because it was so ugly and it was definitely vintage. So
that's so out there.
And the others, these are all blouses from St Michael, which is Marks and Spencer's.
So when do you think St Michael stopped then? How can you tell how old they are?
Sort of, I don't know, early 2000s maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was sort of early 2000s, but this is 80s, I would say. You can actually generally start to identify them by the label, and that's an 80s label.
Are there websites? Well, aren't you going to do a blog post about this?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a blog post about reselling vintage. So there's that. There's a nice pink one here, which is 80s. I think this is 80s or 90s. It says on the label that it came with shoulder pads, but the shoulder pads are missing. I don't think that's going to affect it at all, to be honest.
Are they back in, shoulder pads?
Probably most people like to take them out anyway, I don't know. So I don't think that will affect it much.
So this is pretty damn hipsterish, isn't it? Selling 80s, 70s and 80s stuff.
So
that feels really nice compared to that yellow one. That was horrible.
I did look that up. I'm going to go for about 15 each on them.
What were you paying on these then?
I paid £2 on this one.
Yeah.
That was £1 and that one was £1.
Cool.
So yeah.
You got loads more, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Not all vintage stuff though. But I got some nice stuff. Got some sea salt and some Laura Ashley. And,
you sold that sea salt thing? Oh no,
yeah, I
it
sold
was a different one.
the sea salt jumper that we picked up at the Jumble, and that Laura Ashley skirt that you bought the other day, the green sort of velvety one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sold for 15. So.
The same guy who I shared on Facebook that we had a great sale last night or the night before. I picked up a great big scanner. It's about 2 foot long, weighs a ton, and you put text in there and it reads it out loud to you. So if you're blind or partially sighted, you know, you can read books essentially. Had it on, I started it at 400 a couple of months ago. I then had it on at 300 and we took an offer at 220, which was fantastic. Happy with that. Cost me a tenner.
Yeah.
Shipping on top of that as well. But the same guy randomly bought a skirt. And it was a chap who was messaging me.
Was it? Well, maybe he bought it for his wife.
Well, yeah, obviously. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. You never know these days.
It just seemed an odd two things to pick up in the same purchase. But he left it 24 hours and then paid. I thought we were going to have issues with that.
I was a bit worried about that.
But yeah, amazed at that. So we've got 220 out of that scanner.
Yeah.
Oh, this. Also, talking about Facebook, the link to our Facebook should be below if you want to go and follow us on there. We were in a different charity shop yesterday.
This is a charity shop in Nebworth, which is near where Nick used to live. And we've been there we go there, you know, quite frequently for the last sort of 15 years or so. And we were in there buying some stuff the other day, and then I noticed this in a bag. It had just come in, and it shows the number on the booklet. So I had a quick look. Carry on with the story.
Oh, you were doing fine. Yeah, so you noticed it, realised that it had some potential for reselling. So we said to the lady, it's obvious it had just come in. Actually, I was rummaging through some other boxes of books that had just come in, and I said, can I look in here? She was like, yeah, fine. So I said, do you know what you're going to ask for the Singer sewing machine? And she just straight away said, you can have it.
Yeah,
I can't
take
sell
it
it.
away. It's going in the bin.
Yeah, it'll save me dumping it. I was like, okay. So we did, but I can't make it work. It fires up, the light works, the motor, you can hear the motor humming, but it's either slipping or the gears are knackered or something. I've had a bit of a play with it. Don't know if I can get it running. Prices were really all over the shop, but yeah, it is worth reselling. If I really can't get it working, don't know, I could either try and sell it as spares or repair. Not sure that would be worth
But we
doing.
haven't lost anything at all. So.
Or just get rid of the boot sale and let someone try and repair it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a freebie, you're not too worried. So that was quite nice. Did we buy anything else in there?
Yeah, we did.
Can't remember what else we got in there.
Yeah, we got a few bits.
Can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
It was so long ago. It was only yesterday.
And then today, in the giant cancer research, the one that Dan came and raided the other day while we were out of town, spotted this on the shelf. Well, another chap spotted it before me and was peering in, looking all confused, taking bits out, and I spotted what it was. So I just sort of lingered and waited for him to put the lid down and push it back on the shelf. And as soon as he did, I grabbed it, put it on the floor, and had a good rummage, and ended up buying it. It's got a really nice, really sturdy case, which I think is the proper case for it. I'm not sure. But it's a Kodak carousel projector. Weighs a ton. It's got its carousel. It's also, importantly, got an extra lens. It's got remote, massive remote control.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm going to shoot for about 90 on this. I paid 10, not tested it yet, but they're quite good there. And if stuff doesn't work electrically, you can take it back. My brother-in-law took back a DVD player that he bought in there. Did he tell you that?
No, he didn't.
Had a really nice.
About the sticker though.
Oh, I can get that off. Get some solution on that. But yeah, he took back a fancy DVD recorder back there. They pat test everything, which is also nice because I can put in my listing that it's pat tested. But Stuart, who I'm talking about, is an electrician, and pat testing just says that it's electrically safe and it's earthed, etc. Doesn't mean it works. So just because something's pat tested does not mean it works.
Yeah.
But they take things back there. That's fine. So I need to get this tested quick. So that was rather nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I've got to share, you know.
No, well, it's 5 to 9, so we're just going to the chat, I think.
Cool. Right.
There's a question there from Laura. She says, Andrea, do you sell much vintage clothing? Have
I gone the wrong way? Sorry, I thought.
Picked up 2 pieces today. Neither have a size in, and one has no labels at all. Not sure how to list. I don't know. I've not picked up anything that hasn't got any labels in or sizing. Sizing shouldn't be too much of an issue because vintage sizing was a lot smaller than sizing today. So vintage buyers don't really go on measurements anyway. So that shouldn't be an issue.
So what would you put, the pit to pit measurement?
Yeah,
and
pit to
the
pit.
length?
Depends if it's a dress,
Collar.
waist,
Yeah.
hips. Yeah, length definitely. But I'm not sure about. Yeah, I don't know. You just list it as a vintage item.
Yeah, give it a go. I would suggest if you
the-
put 80s question mark or 70s or 80s question mark, just say I can't be sure, and then the buyer is, you know,
They've got, just give them all the information that you've got.
totally honest and open. You can't go far wrong. Right. Just scrolling back a bit, we missed all of this.
Something about Button Moon.
Yeah.
St Michael brand was discontinued in 2000. Yeah, I thought it was early 2000s. I wasn't sure on the exact date.
Oh, okay, 2000. That doesn't seem long ago to me, but it is 17 years now. What's that there? Hillsman question: do you have everything you can think of in stock, including a sewing machine and an old shop tool? And did you sell them elephants? Not sure what that bit means.
Didn't. The elephants in the
Tuskers ornament. It's had one. At the moment, we're doing everything on 10-day cycles. The majority of our stuff, apart from good till cancelled listings, they've had one 10-day cycle. Had lots of interest, I think, on it, from what I remember, but didn't sell. But that's fine. Happy to wait on that. I've still got it on at 50, I think.
We have everything in stock. We don't have a kitchen sink.
But we will stock most things. Right, let's scan through here. Yeah, Jason's talking about Button Moon and Mr. Spoon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's in relation to. Brum. I never watched Brum. That was a show about a little car, wasn't it?
Isn't that more sort of 90s or 2000s?
Who's that? Tough Humans says, thank you so much, you inspire me. I am now on my second month selling and I did 900 in a month. Wow, fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Good going for a second month in. Button Moon and Moomins, says Philippa. Yeah, Moomins.
Yeah, I love Moomins.
We went in the Moomin shop, didn't we, in Covent Garden? Yeah. The entire shop just of everything you can imagine Moomins.
It was lovely, but very overpriced.
Ridiculously overpriced. Right. No, we missed that. Someone there saying, the Hillsman says, did you watch the programme on BBC 4 about old classic BBC children's programmes?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, I love that sort of TV show. Chigley was a Trumpton spin-off. I don't remember Chigley. I remember Trumpton and Camberwick Green.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, we're digressing. Let's Exit to Ed said we could part out the sewing machine. Yeah, I may look into that, see if it's worth doing.
Darren said there were lots of tutorials on how to replace the belt.
Yeah. I still need to do that with a projector. I've got that Super 8 projector. I ordered the belt, and I made the mistake of putting it back on the shelf. It's still there. And so is that Spectrum. I put that Spectrum back on the shelf. Still there. Damn. Right. Exit to Ed says, wow, I love that Kodak carousel. Awesome find, Nick. Yeah, it's a really nice thing, really heavy duty, high-end one. With the projectors, I'm kind of just learning on those and dabbling. Do your research. Some really aren't worth bothering with, from what I can find out. So, yeah. Charlotte, what's that? This will mean nothing to you, but I sold my first item over £10 today. I've only ever resold £10 or under. Well, there you go, moving up. Happy days. Oh, it just jumped. God, why did it do that? Oh, there we are. We've hit 200 viewers. Oh, we've gone down. Oh, it's gone down again. Right, don't look at it.
It's all the talk about children's programs.
What, that brings them in, does it?
No.
Oh, no, it makes them go away.
So what are they talking about?
Wow, 200, that's our new benchmark. I seem to remember my old Singer, you had to turn the big wheel on the right and put the lever down on the front to engage the motor. I've tried that. It does, if you spin the big wheel on the back, the needle goes up and down.
Oh, does it?
So that's all connected, but it feels like the motor isn't powering the mechanism, to me. And when you press the button on the foot pedal, you can smell that kind of very faint burning, as if something's slipping maybe, or the motor's working too hard. I don't know. Something's up with it. Yes, Kevin, 200 viewers, new record. Have you ever picked up any shoes with no sizing? Try to avoid it. So, yeah. Have you ever had shoes with no sizing?
No.
Why did you look so confused there?
No. Well, I was trying to think what I had. We had those ice skates that were 2 different sizes.
Yeah,
which was so random.
Well, I bought a pair of Nike ice skates for like a £5, I don't know, ages ago. Yeah. Sold them. They had one was a size 5, one was a 5.5 or something.
Well, I picked them up at the boot sale and I didn't even think to look at the size. I was just like, oh, ice skates. I didn't even think for 1 minute there would be two different sizes. And we got them back and we actually sold them because you listed them and you didn't even check.
Yeah, I
You
listed them on
looked in
eBay.
one.
I looked in one to get the
Yeah,
size
yeah.
and listed them anyway. They came back to us and I was like, what the hell am I going to do with these? And we thought, we did a boot sale, as you know, like a week or so back. I thought, I'll just chuck them in.
Yeah.
And we'll see if someone wants them. A guy came up, he looked at them, he checked them all out, and he went, how much do you want for these? I can see they're different sizes. And we're like, okay, what did you sell them for?
Well, no, he asked me a price to start with, and I think I said £5 because I thought that's how much I paid for them. So I said £5, and then he looked at them a bit closely. And then he said, oh, did you know that these are two different sizes? And I thought, oh, he's going to walk away now. It's fine.
But he bought them, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, can you hang on to them? I'll be back in a minute. And I really thought he'd haggle me down. I thought he was going to like say,
Yeah.
well, because they're two
Have
different
them for a quid.
sizes,
I don't
can
care.
I, and I was going to, I was going to let him take them away for a quid if he wanted, but yeah, he gave me £5 for them, so I wasn't complaining.
Brilliant.
I don't know what he was going to do.
It's nice when you get your money back on a fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Happy days.
Very odd.
Right, talk about kitchen sinks going on there. Nick will find a kitchen sink haul tomorrow. Yeah. Right. Question, how do you decide, this is for you I guess, what price to sell clothes for if there isn't any like it sold? Have a few items to list here.
Probably go on something similar. I'll go high, really. Try it. I just try a price.
Start high and come down. If you start low, you can never, once you've got the sale, you can't go, oh, maybe I could have got a tenner out of it.
I gauge on something similar and then sort of shoot a little bit higher and then see. And then, if it doesn't sell, just reduce the price.
Anyone remember Aubrey, an orange man with one hair on his head?
No, I don't.
Are we back on Dale Winton? Oh dear. Question from Belzy. He's got about 2,000 PS2 games. Are they worth holding on to as they might go up in price? Most are RPG and horror. The RPG and horror ones probably will increase. A lot of PS2 will take an awful long time. They're issued in such big numbers. And the collecting scene is so big now. Anyone who wants those will have them to an extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're only going to go up in general. But the horror and the RPG stuff, yeah, potentially is a good investment.
And Oliver Maddox says it's his first time in the chat live. So hi, Oliver, and thank you for joining us.
Yep. Hi, Oliver. We're probably going to wrap this one up soon. It's 9:05. We've shared all we're going to share. Yeah. Everything we had ready to share with you guys, I think, has been done. So we'll just waffle for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, 201 again. Oh, 193 on my screen.
No.
I missed that. I've never seen that go over 200. Right. Yeah, is this getting bigger than the Tat Chat these days? Well, maybe our Sunday show is more popular. Me and Z will have to work harder, please. It's your influence.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh.
Radio silence again while we're reading the chat.
Right, okay.
Any more questions? Lots of chat amongst people. Oh, there you go, Philip Faulkner.
Amy says, her other half says, something has seized on the sewing machine and the motor can't turn. That's what it feels like when I'm pressing the button, because the motor's like labouring a bit and there's that slight burning smell. So something's jammed is what I imagine.
Yeah.
Hi guys, Nick, question. Would you spend £1 to get a return of a £5, or would that margin be too low? I love the little sales, just haven't had a big one lately.
We were talking about that today, weren't we?
Yeah, I would when it comes to media, because they're super quick to list on the barcode.
Yeah.
And one picture is adequate. Pop it in a jiffy bag, it's fine. Or items that I've got a load of. If I find a job lot of something that they're all worth a £5, but there's 20 of them and they're £1 each, Absolutely. One listing, knock them out quick.
Yeah. So the answer that we came up with when we were discussing it was about if it's quick to list, then it's worth doing. If it's something that's going to take you ages to list, then it's not worth your time, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone's different, and you know, if it works for you, go for it. You just got to plow your own course.
Yeah.
Is that even a phrase?
Is now.
Plow your own furrow.
Oh.
Chart your own course.
Yeah.
I'm muddling up my catchphrases.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Darren just said exactly what we said. Depends how many you have and how fast they sell. Yeah, bang on. See, why couldn't we said it succinctly like that? Philippa says, Phil, I think the little sales can help you tick over. Yeah, we do a mix of all of it, really.
Yeah.
Little sales and big sales. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, a question from Stacey. Have you ever thought an item was worthless, but later found out it was worth quite a lot? I found an old quick save carrier and looked it up to check and found that they've been selling for £10 to £12.
What, a carrier bag? Must be. Wow. Yeah, there's collectors of that sort of stuff. Old like Woolworths stuff. Old paper bags from Woolworths and that sort of thing. Yeah. My granddad used to say.
Have we got an answer to that question? Have we ever found anything that
oh yeah, almost certainly
thought was worthless but turned out not to be?
Yeah. Whether I can think of something off the top of my head.
I can't either. But we probably have.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Okay. I think we've answered all the questions.
Yeah. Exit to Ed says someone would buy a plastic bag for £12. Well, yeah, I bet that's not the half of it. I bet rare and really collectible ones would go for way more. Right. Okay, we'll wrap this up as it's 9:10 now. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Apparently, I didn't see it, but we did reach 200 viewers.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Which for us is quite phenomenal. So thanks for that. Thank you everyone for chatting, giving us some questions. Business Wolf has just said Howard's bags sell well. Yeah, cool. And I'll be back with Zahir on Tuesday. Is it a guest week? No, we had Ben on, didn't we? So it'll be me and Z chewing the fat on Tuesday. So join us for that if you're around at 6 o'clock.
We've got a vlog to come from yesterday.
Yeah, we've got a little vlog we made while we were at
probably go up tomorrow, won't it?
Yeah, that'll be up tomorrow at the book sale and us prattling around on the village green. And you're going to do another blog post soon.
Yeah.
Again, thanks for the support on the blog. We have been a bit.
Yeah, last week was just mega busy.
Relaxed on getting posts up there, so we'll be back.
Not relaxed, just busy listing and just doing other things. So
yeah.
We didn't have a lot of time to give to the blog last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back on that next week or this week coming.
Yep. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for chatting with us in the chat, and we'll speak to you guys soon.
Yeah, thanks. Bye, guys.